Hi, Gemini. We made it. Whoo! Has it been a really hard few years or what? Oh, we want to speak real early. If this Six of Wands comes out in every reading, the other decks are already out. I already did the other readings with other decks. Why is the Six of Wands coming out in every reading? But look, I know the hearts are being funny. Just let them be funny. Okay. No, I want the hearts because Jupiter's moving into our sign of relationships. But why are their hearts like there? Come on, work with me. All right, let me show you these cards, or else I would start it over, but the cards are too good. You're just going to have to deal with it. If it freezes, I'll take the hearts off. Now you're like, no, I want the hearts. Okay, first card. Sun moves into Scorpio. All the good things. We want all the good things. All the good things are coming to us. Next card. Card of contentment. Nine of Cups. Boy, it's been a while since we felt like that guy. God, it's been so long. Look at this. 10 of Cups. Who's trying to get married? Who's trying to get married, though? Right now, you're like, not me. I have no prospects. I have nothing going on. Just wait. Oh, just wait. You're about to be so lit. So lit. That's why I was saying last month, all we need to do is watch ourselves because the good things are all coming in. The opportunities are so big. Crazy. And what do we have to watch out for? Scorpio season videos are short and to the point, so you can listen to them over and over again, get what you need, and get out the door and do what you need to. No like hand-holding sentimentality this month. We don't need it. We don't want it. We got a lot to do, and we have a lot of people to see about a lot of things. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. I like it a lot. It is really important for us Geminis right now to get something very clear, okay? Very, very clear. When all this good stuff starts coming in, 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. I mean, how much more completion do you need? We have been waiting on this for a really long time. When you have all this, you know what you really need to keep an eye on is the 5 of Swords. I hate to tell you this, Gemini, but you're being deceived. You're being deceived not in terms of love. You're being deceived not in terms of your relationship or your future relationship or how you think about relationships. This is about people that are close to you. This is about, yeah, when you have so much good stuff coming in is when you become even more keenly aware of anyone who's taking from you in any way or deceiving you, stealing from you, because you have so much more. We want to put a lot of focus on where the holes in this boat may be. There's too much cargo in the boat that's too valuable for there to be like a rat on board. You understand what I'm saying? Wherever you get a feeling that something is off, I'm telling you now it is, and you need to treat it like it is. It's one thing to tolerate fuckery. It's another thing to tolerate people that you know aren't necessarily the most honest. It's another thing to tolerate people who you know have no sense of drive in their own life and really don't care what happens to them. It's one thing to tolerate all that when you also feel down, when you're also not feeling good. But when things start to really, really pop for you, and you start to feel really good more, the 9 of Cups is not just about opportunity. It's about getting so much opportunity that you feel calm about money. You feel calm about success. Like it's a given. It's just like, yeah, I got this. I got those 9 cups. Like what's up? The Sun and the 9 of Cups together is like such wholeness to me. I love it so much. And again, this fire energy is so, so strong. This month, the fire energy just keeps coming up strong because it's like the Scorpio season intensity, you know, and we're all the way here for it because there's so much coming to fruition that we have been waiting on. Whew. We have been waiting so long. I mean, come on. It has been so so long. For some of us, it's been like 11 years. 7 years for some of us. Most of us, it's been 7 years. For some of us, it's been 11. It's crazy. Like, you came really close 7 years ago to either getting the thing, knowing the thing, being the thing, having the thing, and it just like slipped out of your fingers. You don't even know how it happened. It was like 1 minute you were sure it was going to happen, the next minute it was gone. Now, this month, you start to tie all these loose ends together. You start to really understand what it was that slipped through your fingers, and then Mercury retrograde is going to happen. And then you get a whole other perspective because you get so sped up. Remember, Mercury retrograde, all that means is that Mercury is closer to the Earth. What does that do to Geminis? It ramps us up. It does this. It makes everything go like zzz. That's why all this, like, with the technology, because we're talking about when our planet is closest to physically to us. We're going to be processing at a very high rate. We're going to be realizing at a high rate. We're going to be observing on a new level, a level that comes with contentment, lack of struggle, and knowing. There's a knowing that seeps into us this month, Gemini, where we just don't bother or care anymore. I know it. Now I know what it is, and I know it, and no one can take that from me, and I just know that everything's going to be fine. And I'm really, really back to who I used to be, what I used to feel like, that winning feeling I used to have all the time that just like seemed to have mysteriously disappeared a few years ago. I don't know what happened to it, and just things got harder and harder, and I thought things were going to get easier, and then they got even harder. Yeah, that comes to an end. And you know it before it happens. Now, Six of Wands, I think it's come up in every reading that I've done so far. Why? Because it is a time of success. It is a time for things to come around full circle. You see that wreath there? Full circle. And to give you your place in the sun, where you belong. Albeit the winter sun, but we like the Scorpio winter sun. It's gorgeous. And then we have a full moon. What's going to happen at the full moon is you're going to see a lot of this. Who's been doing what? Who's been saying what? Oh, you're going to find out a lot. You're going to find out a lot about people who you may really have thought were just like innocent, but, you know, inconsequential people. You're going to find out how much fuckery and trash was going on behind your back. You're going to see it all. That full moon in our sign is really going to show us. But you know what it's going to show us more than anything? Bam, where we're going. And you know where we're going? Up. Up. That's the only way to go. We've been hit rock bottom. No? It's the only way to go. And we got it. That's the cool thing about hitting rock bottom. You find the solid rock that you're built of. And that's your soul. You find your soul. And once you find your soul, you jump back up. And this full moon, so we have a full moon in our sign, and Jupiter moves into Sag. This is us jumping back up from the bottom. And that's why I told you last month, we're on the ascent. Like, we're about to, like, so don't mess it up. Don't do that Gemini thing where we shoot ourselves in the foot. Like, just relax. Just let it, just be cool, bitch. Just be cool. So bitch be cool really worked, because we're about to be real cool. Real cool. You know when Geminis talk shit? That's us now for the rest of the year, but also through 2019, because we got Jupiter across from us in our house of relationships the whole time. And do you know what that does? It brings us everything we want. It's everything that we used to have that we were like, no, but I used to be like this, and my life was so lit. And then I don't know what happened. Like, I just don't understand how everything just went. Well, we're about to be super lit again. It's this month that it starts, but with so much magic in the air. It's not the way it used to be. It's better than it used to be. And that light shines evenly on the good and the quote-unquote bad. And the bad here being that you will see the reality of some people who are just takers. You know how last month Scorpios were like, wow, I've gotten surrounded by takers. What's going on with me? This month you guys are like us. We're like, oh, you just want something from me, don't you? Cool. Yeah, it was kind of fine that I was giving you like the last of what I had when I only had this much. Like, I really didn't mind it. But like, we're reverse in our principles that way. Now that I have a lot, it like irritates me though that like you have like this parasitic nature. And you could be thinking this about a lot of people, but they're not just parasitic. They're flat out thievery. It's flat out thievery. It's lying. It's manipulating other people. It's trying to hurt you behind your back without, it's behind their back. This is bitch shit. This is not someone who's going to come up to your face and be like, yo, what about this? Or you did this. This is someone who wants to talk behind your back, spread lies, spread gossip, take what's yours, try to cause you some kind of financial harm, steal from you, denigrate you, malign you, spread rumors about you. And meanwhile, we're over here like, oh my God, what did you say? I just couldn't hear you. I just couldn't hear you over the wedding bells. What was that, bitch? What did you say? I'm sorry. There's just so much good going on. I'm sorry. What did you say? Be gone. Like, and you'll mean it. And you'll mean it. By the end of the month, you're going to watch this video again and be like, yo, that's exactly how I feel. Yeah. Just shoo. Be gone. Oh, do your best. Yeah, and the full moon's going to expose it. Usually, like, we're talking about the full moon, like, look, you got to prepare yourself. It's going to be like this, and you're going to see things you don't like. We're going to see it and be like, living my best life. Like, ugh, cool. You don't want to be, like, a part of this for real, for real? Okay. Too bad that you had to jump off this boat right before we go, all the way up. Like, okay, but cool. Glad I got the dead weight off of here before we go. Now that can apply to a relationship. It can apply to a job situation. But I don't think that's what it is. I think this is your friends. I think these are people that you call your friends that you should no longer call your friends because they're not worthy. If there is a situation with a Leo, it looks good. They are a bit self-centered. They are a little bit about themselves. You may choose to walk away to a better opportunity, but there's nothing too bad going on there. Like, you could stick with them, but I feel like they're more interested in themselves than they are in you, and you're going to get tired of that. And that's the other thing. No more settling for anything. We get exactly what we want, the way that we want it. It doesn't happen very often these days, but we're back. We have our groove back. We have our groove back. We get what we want. We work the hardest. We do it, we go ham. We do it the most. And we're going to be rewarded, celebrating, hugged, kissed. All of that is coming. Just easy now with Scorpio season. No need to rush. No need to... When I tell you that it's coming to you, Gemini, like, fam, all this love, fam. All you gotta do is wait for the messages to come to you. Don't do anything. It's all coming to you. It's so exciting that I'm like sweating. It's all coming. I'm telling you, it's so exciting. I'm like, I can feel it. And like Mercury retrograde, it's going to be a really good Mercury retrograde for us. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, we're going to trip over our words a little bit, but we're going to get insight into something so important. We're going to get really, really settled about our feelings, and we'll just know, and we'll just start attracting it like this super strong magnet. Like, we are the Hadron Collider. You know what I mean? Like, no one can mess with us now. We are on it. When I tell you, like, we are on it with a fiery fury, the messages that we're getting, the offers that we're getting, the business opportunities that we're getting, the money we're going to be making. And then on top of that, of course, the people that will be attracted to us, the people that are going to try to holler at us and kick it to us, we can have our pick now. Get all that old stuff out of your system. None of it applies anymore. We'll look at the bottom of the deck. The full moon is there too. We got that full moon. Like, yo. Do what I just did this month. Stop while you're ahead. Don't flex too hard. Don't flex on these like other folks out here, because we've been in it for so long now that if we just start flexing because we know it, you know it, and you flex, do it in your life, but don't advertise it to anybody right now. They're all going to see it. No one's going to be able to deny it. When you're up here, if the sun is out, it's obvious that it's out. You can't hide it. Living my best life. I'm so serious. Ah, it's so good. Okay, let's look at these cards. I want you to be able to watch this over and over again. Let's keep it short and sweet, to the point. Get us through this Scorpio season, which is looking bomb for us. We are set up. All right, let's look at these. You know I love you so much. I'll be right back. Hi, Gemini. Okay, it took me a few days to come back to this, to do the second part, because honestly, it's so lit that I was like buzzing off of it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna use this energy and do like 4 more readings. Oh, that's my book right there, by the way. Excuse that. All right, let's look here. Yes. Oh, the energy is just like, but you see now, I'm just trying to give you a really good look at just, I want you to just take a second and look at all the abundance and feel the feels of how long you have been waiting. Don't cry. How long you have been waiting for this sun to come back out. Man, it's been a while. Like, we're so good at distracting ourselves that we can be in pain for like a decade and just ignore it. Or like, we think we're ignoring it. But this is not a feeling that can be artificially created. This is contentment. It is having so much that one just, you know, crosses one's arms and like, I got enough. I got a lot. You know, like the proper Muslim response to how are things going is always Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah means thank God, everything is good. That's like what this is like to me. It's like, everything's good, thanks. Got everything we need over here, thanks. And then, if that wasn't enough, we're moving from 9 of Cups to 10 of Cups. So not only do you start off with contentment, opportunity, and a sense of stability within your own life, within your own emotional life. You see, the 9 of Cups is about your own self, your feelings, your contentment, your happiness. You see, love cards aren't always about other people. But then, of course, when you get here, what happens? Of course this happens. We know that. And it's here. And it's not just here. It's like a moving thing. It's like, it's, you know, that horse is moving. That horse is like, you know what it is, bitch. You know what it is. You know. Completion. 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 Complete to the point where a new journey can begin. Really beautiful. Really, because I love the mix of others and self, because that's what Jupiter in Sagittarius is about for us. It's about ourselves and others, loving ourselves and loving others, doing for others and doing for ourselves, and finding that really great balance. And as far as that love and opportunity goes, whenever the Ace comes up, I believe it's a message for us to be receptive. Some thing wants to come to you. It will be presented out of thin air to you. You can't chase an Ace of Wands. And I think that's like, it's like this with any opportunity, any great thing that happens in life. Love, material gain and success, insight. You don't chase it. Anything you chase runs. This is something that comes to you. And I think a lot of what these past 7 years have been about for us is about learning what receptivity is.
This is an incredibly receptive energy, usually associated with Cancer and Pisces. Pisces are very good at being receptive. They're very good at the yin energy of waiting for the thing to come to you. And it's important for Gemini to have this message when the good things start rolling in, because we have a tendency to get ahead of ourselves and want to help even those that are trying to give us good stuff. You're like, let me make your life easier. No, let them give you what they want to give you. And then we get towards the end of November to the real, like the messages, the love messages, the marriage proposals, the I've been in love with you for this long, I can't take it anymore, or we just met and I feel like you could be the one, or oh my God, now I really want to get married, or oh my God, should we actually do this? Or it's all coming just from us being still. And just like I said last month, knowing what we are and being like so cool with it. Look at how positive that's been. Now the only hiccup here, jasne kehte kebab mein haddi, is this, it means a bone in a kebab, is this 5 of Swords here. So it's interesting, right? Because it's in the midst of all this great abundance. This is a problem. You've got to be honest with yourself about who's lying to you. And you need to get away from it. Regardless of how it's packaged, a lie is a lie is a lie. And it's harmful. And we can't do it just for the sake of being social creatures anymore. You've got to weed this out of your life, within yourself, within others. When you get that inkling from people that they're lying, that there's some nefarious plot behind your back somehow, that like it's just you're not being told the truth, dip. I'm telling you, dip. Because whatever you can't get here, whatever was offered to you, whatever that you think that you'd be walking away from that would make it difficult to leave, that thing is fated for you anyway. You're gonna get it. Dip. Become vigilant about staying away from this energy within yourself and within others. It doesn't matter who it is, doesn't matter how close they are to you, doesn't matter what they stand to benefit, how you stand to benefit from them. As soon as you sense this, and what is this? Lying, plotting, scheming, gossiping, stealing, right? All this sort of stuff. A complete intolerance, Gemini. Develop it within yourself and start this month, because we have the chance to do it really well. As soon as this is gone, can you imagine how much better this is all gonna work? Because this is like, having like a bag of riches and then like a bag of grain, for example, which used to equate to riches back in the day, right? So a bag of grain, and then there's like an insect in there in the bag. Sooner or later, the insect's gonna eat whatever's in there and spoil it and lay eggs. Right now, it doesn't seem like that big a deal, right? Trust me, it's a big fucking deal. It is. It is. It reminds me of how they have to put, like, they can't have even one ripe banana on like a tanker full of raw bananas, because that one ripe banana will ripen all the other ones by letting off like that gas that it lets off. You have to get rid of this, because no matter how great everything else seems, you might be like riding this wave. Well, no, I know you're not. I know you're already intolerant. I know you're shaking your head going, yes, I already did that. But for those of you who are like lagging behind or have some other quote unquote friendly placements and you playing yourself right now, let me just be very honest. All this seems really good, and you may be thinking like arrogantly that because so much is going good that you don't really need to, I can handle it. No, you can't. No, you can't. Don't let your ego get the best of you. We're just starting out. Humble yourself and realize that this is really dangerous, and stay away from it. As soon as you get an instinct about something, dip. Take my advice, please. Because we're also a target when we're going this well, right? We're a target for all kinds of energies that are just weak. Okay? Now let's see what's gonna happen with the extended. We have the Queen of Wands, King of Swords, good to see it. 6 of Swords, yes, mama. Yes, mama. Yes, mama. Walk away from the nonsense, honey. And then what do we, oh. It's gonna be good, it's gonna be, okay, I'll do the extended right now. I'll see you in a minute. Love you. There's a Scorpio season meditation up as well on Vimeo. Just to get you through the season. You know, you can listen to it over and over again. It's a little bit of like NLP, visualization, breathing. It's cool. It's working really well. People are really happy with it. So you can check that out too. And I'll see you in a minute in the extended.